Welcome to Trading Lounge and the S&P 500, and I want to go over both counts that we've been tracking here so we're all on the same page. And on this 1 hour chart here, we've been looking at the move down here as a possible top of wave 3 here, moving back down much lower to 2300 as a wave 4, and that's still possible as well. We need to look at both sides of the market here. What if this and what if that, so to speak. So the move also coming down here, we've also looked at it as an A wave, as a B wave, and a C wave ending here, and then making a move up through here. So we called this low in here and we're looking for a move up here. Now all that's fine. All I want to do here is point out that if we looked at this as wave 1 here and wave 2 here, then we would need to look at this here, if I can just move that, as wave 1 here and wave 2 here at the 61.8% mark here. Okay, and that fits quite sort of nicely there. I mean, the cash market and the futures market they'll have the same wave count to a degree, but obviously the futures is trading more hours. So that little move that we've got moving up here, it can count quite nicely on the physical market here, the cash market, as an A wave, a B wave, and then 5 waves up for the C wave here. So it is possible for it to fail here. Okay, so we need a setup to go long or to go short. So bear that in mind, and we're working with this price here at 24.50, which is the midpoint. So the midpoint here. So yeah, so it can be counted up here on the cash market as an A wave, B wave, and C wave here for wave 2. Okay, the next point here. So on the bearish side here, we would need to see a move down as such. So let's just look at that for a moment. We've got to be a little bit careful. So the way we can do that is quite simple. We can have a look at this on the intraday in a moment as well, but I just really want to go back over both counts. So if this is an A and a B and a C up here, then we can take those two here. Let's just assume that that's the top. You can make any adjustments later. If this was also wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and wave 3 here as an ABC, or 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3 would be an impulse wave, then we could expect the market to move back down to the 38.2% retracement level, which is at 2445. So it would be sort of correct to say, even from the outside, to 2440 here. So what we're expecting on the bullish side is we're expecting a move down and then a move up here as wave 5. So then we would have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and then after that, hitting these tops here, we would have an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave coming back down, and then we would be working back up through here as well, like this here. So that would be the bullish count, and we can look at that in a moment. But in the short term here, if we're looking for a wave 4 to come back here at the 2445 area here, then that's fine. But if the market moved down lower to the 244 area here, for whatever reason, if this was an A and a B and a C wave here, then what would normally happen is that I've got the top there, that's fine. Let me just grab another little tool here. So that's the 50 and the 60% retracement level. That's not the one I'm looking for though. I'm just going to remove that. What I want to do is bring it down to this level here, and a way to look at it this way would be on the short side, we'd look at this as here, 50-60% retracement level. So that brings us under the 240 anyway. So if there was going to be a bearish pattern, this is the way that it would unfold. It would move down here in 5 waves and to the 61.8% mark, or very close to it, and then it would have an A and a B and a C here, and then it would move down here. So this would be the short trade here at SAP, because we know that we've moved past the 2445 area here for the 38.2% retracement level area here. So we've moved down here further. So yeah, you kind of got to wait for this to move down as 5 waves, then back here. So yeah, on the bullish side of things, if I can just remove these for a moment, on the bullish side of things, we'd look at this as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, just remove that, we don't need that for a moment. And of course wave 3 here. There may be a little bit more high in here. I know we're close to the top there anyway. You can adjust that. Wave 4 here, wave 5 here, and then this would make a larger wave 1 here with an A wave, B wave and C wave pulling back here for wave 2 here, and that's how that would look at that point there. So let's control save that. Now I just want to go back to the bigger picture here. So in a nutshell, if we do see it as a bullish picture, and we will know by tonight, because really realistically that this move up through here, this is the 61.8% mark here. We know that when it gets to the 265 here, the beginning of group 2 here, then it will react in the ABC. But by that time we'll have 5 waves here. If we've got 5 waves here, then we're going to get a correction and go up. So really our good trades will come from over this side over here, and it may even sit back on this trend line here. You know how it normally does that. It pushes up through there and then comes back and sits on there and, you know, follows it down and then moves up again. So that's cool. So what we'd need to do here though is that in the bigger picture, if we're bullish, then this wave 3 would come over here and this wave 5 here, and if I can just copy that here and that there, such wave 4 and wave 3 there. So that's how that would look. And I kind of like this in a way, you know, this wave 3 and wave 4 here, and then wave 5 up here, because really that's in line with the DAX as well. That's how we've counted the DAX. So we're looking for even though the DAX has been in corrective mode for much longer, they just both seem to be at the same point now. So looking for that 5 waves to the upside there. So I just thought that that was interesting. Not that it means a lot, but it's something. So on the on this chart here, if I look at this on the daily chart, it would look a little bit like this here. So we're still looking for that top of wave 3 here. So I can move that out the way. There are different ways to count this, different parts of all of this, but this would be in line with the DAX. So I'm just going to leave it there. So really, realistically, it's really all about this little pattern here. We know that at the moment on the cash market, this move up, it could fail here, and then we could be back into this wave 4 here. Okay. So that's one thing to look out for. But if it does push up and we do get 5 waves here in this little leg here, we get 5 waves in here, then that confirms that we're going to be going higher at this point here, and then this count would be roughly it. And I kind of like it too, because you know that with the trading levels we would have the arrival, the reaction in 3 waves, and then 5 waves above the level. So this is the arrival, the reaction, the first 5 above the level, and then we come down for the correction at that point. So I'm quite happy with that. And like I mentioned before as well, it's kind of, I mean, we got quite close to the 2,500, and it can shy from that as well. But I felt like we hadn't, for a failure, it really needs to sort of get here and work both sides. And it takes quite a while for this process to go on here, through to here, for this to actually turn bearish in a solid way, in terms of no more buyers on that side at that price, so to speak. So on the tick chart here, just coming back in, drilling in here, I wanted to point out that on this market, it can count a little bit on the tick chart here. The futures, it can this move up can be a little bit different from the cash market because it's been moving longer out of hours, not as yet, but previously. So in this case here, we can look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 here, and then all of this wave 3 up here. So I'm kind of expecting a top here, and as I mentioned, we're looking for a move that would be down to 245 area here. So really what we're going to be seeing across here at the 2450 area here is a corrective pattern. We're at the 61.8%, we're at the top of the third wave, we're at this level here, so we can expect to move back here, and then the move moving higher from that point there. And this old high here is really going to kick into play here. So group 2 here would be your target before we get the ABC pattern in that area there. But if you're looking to get in on this now, then buying it back at 2445 or close to that would be what you'd be looking at to get up to wave 5, and then clearing out from that point, because there's going to be resistance at these old highs here for sure. All right, I'll just leave that at that. Cheers.